The S&P. What'd you guys think about that, huh? You guys pretty excited. We did gap up on the open. What's with these gaps? Futures don't usually gap, and it was so rare that when we got that open gap, it was one of the warnings, and then we melted, way down. We originally talked about it, this gap right here, and then this gap, and then melted. We're getting these little tiny, these last two gaps where we talked about, hey, things are going to be rough, versus this gap, nothing. I'm going to chalk it up to volatility. Also, less volume. I don't think there's a lot in this right now, which is also why, again, I know I've said this a million times. It's very important that we talk about gaps on the futures, not SPY. So in case there's any lurkers out there wondering, oh, the S&P gaps all the time, it doesn't. Your data might gap, and you just might not know what you're looking at. But no, really doesn't. Technically a little bit up. Today's range is just these two zones. So we have to just keep it simple. With this volatility, we're bullish above this blue, bearish below this yellow. And anything in between is just going to probably pan out a whole lot like today. You might think you're running some way, and then no. So they did just drop this thing right down to the zone and then send it. Talk about jerking everybody around. If you didn't have these zones, or if you were playing a moving average or anything like that, you got a whole lot of mixed signals. And if you were absolutely trading these zones, you got a long entry here, short entry there. Everything else absolutely chopped up. I did go long. I went long again, and so I took one win and one L today. Ultimately green, but nothing. And I'm still in my SPY puts, so those are red. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm thinking we break this thing down. Futures seem to be eating up accounts if you're not right. Yeah, which we talked about on YouTube. That's why sometimes I just wish, I wish accuracy would depict subscriber count, because maybe more would have got the heads up that, because we talked about that, was it 2 weeks ago, that literally said you're about to get everyone right or everyone wrong, and it's going to be that coin flip. And it's really cool when you picture in your head, I'm going to get every one of these right. You get on that win streak in this volatility. It's amazing. Short, long, and there's days you'll do that in your career. Most of the time it's short, crap, long, I'm short, but it's like always backwards. You're like, pick a direction. By the time you're screaming at it to pick a direction, it's gobbled up half your account. Hopefully not. Hopefully your allocation's a little bit better than half your account. But most of the time, if you know that chop is coming, it's really cool to get on those win streaks. It really is, but it's just not worth it, because the chances of you landing that get slim. So everything just moved the same. Kind of just danced all around this zone. I don't know what I would... That kind of looks like it's losing momentum. It looks like we tried... If we're to break this down, that's a whole lot of nothing, right? We opened here, closed here, super wide range, basically a doji candle. So kind of like we talked about with the S&P, bullish above, bearish below. This one, I'd wait for these wicks to break. It kind of looks like the bears got the memo to go short, but the bulls forgot to stop buying. So I don't know. It is curious kind of how we're starting to lose that momentum. As far as the Qs go, why is there 3 lines on here? Oh, there shouldn't be. Cody's favorite type of market to trade futures on. Yeah, at least the Russell picked a direction. Depressed. Overall, the Russell headed south. I think if I have to just throw those darts, which right now that's what we're doing, I think tomorrow's probably going to end down. We have PPI tomorrow. So let's see. I just think if let's say the report comes out, the news comes out, the letters, if it's green It's like we need proof. You know, like it's like you pay with $100 bill. They're holding it up, they're checking the strip, make sure it's real. If it's red, they're like, "Yep, seems right," and then everybody just goes short. It seems like to push this thing higher, there needs to be just like more follow through, more what is the word I'm looking for? Not encouragement, but hopefully you guys know what I'm saying, right? Not necessarily fact checking. There just needs to be more. We're not going to just take it at face value. Yeah, more conviction. You know, but if I said, "Hey, sell this thing short, we're going to war," everyone said I was thinking the same thing. My finger's already on the button, you know, and then it just sells off.